In the quiet of a Sandringham night in July 2025, Princess Anne uncovered a devastating truth that left her reeling: a hidden cache of letters penned by Camilla, now Queen Consort, revealing years of calculated manipulation over King Charles III. Found by chance in a cluttered desk, these letters exposed Camilla's strategic influence, not just as a confidant, but as a force reshaping Charles's decisions, sidelining Princess Diana, and rewriting royal history. Anne, the monarchy's stoic backbone, was crushed by the betrayal, her loyalty to family and crown tested by a discovery that turned love into a weapon. As whispers of the scandal leak and the palace braces for fallout, Anne's heartbreak signals a seismic shift, threatening Camilla's position and the monarchy's fragile unity. Past midnight at Sandringham, Princess Anne, searching for a misplaced book, stumbled upon a cluttered desk in a seldom-used sitting room. Beneath a leather notebook lay cream-colored envelopes, their familiar handwriting stopping her cold, Camilla's. The first letter, dated from the early 1992nd, began with a chilling line: "If Charles is to step into the light, Diana must remain in shadow." Anne's heart raced as she opened more, each revealing Camilla's calculated guidance during Charles' most vulnerable moments. Written over decades, some postmarked just months after Diana's 1997 death, the letters weren't mere correspondence but a blueprint for control, urging Charles to reshape his public image, diminish Diana's legacy, and align with Camilla's vision. Anne sank into a chair, tears welling, as the weight of betrayal hit. Camilla had orchestrated a narrative that reshaped the monarchy itself. On X, royal letters trended with 9 million engagements by the 30th of July, 2025, as leaks of the find sparked posts like "Anne's discovery exposes Camilla's game." The letters painted a stark picture of Camilla's influence, not as a loving partner but as a strategist, exploiting Charles's grief and insecurity. A 1997 letter, penned after Diana's death, urged, "It's time to step out from Diana's shadow," with "Saint" underlined mockingly, dismissing Diana's memory. Camilla advised Charles on media framing, suggesting he praise his true support system, her over his late wife, and proposed reassigning Diana's duties to sideline her public presence. Anne, rereading under Sandringham's dim light, saw a pattern. Camilla's words shaped palace protocol, public statements, and even Charles's emotional lens, nudging him from a grieving widower to a king in waiting under her sway. A Balmoral memory resurfaced Camilla, whispering to Charles by a fireplace. "It's time to step out from Diana's shadow," now revealed, as the start of a decades-long campaign. Anne's realization was gut-wrenching. Camilla hadn't just loved Charles, she'd controlled him, erasing Diana's legacy to secure her own. Anne, known for her unyielding loyalty and no-nonsense strength, was devastated. "She played him for 30 years, she whispered, clutching an envelope, her voice breaking. The betrayal cut deeper than Camilla's actions. It was Anne's own failure to see it sooner. As the royal who stood by Charles through scandals and grief, she felt complicit, having trusted Camilla's intentions as supportive. Tears fell as she muttered, "It was all a performance." The letters revealed a Camilla who twisted Charles's vulnerabilities, guiding him not toward healing but toward a narrative that served her ambition. Anne's grief wasn't just for her brother but for Diana, whose memory was systematically diminished, and for the monarchy, warped by subtle manipulation. Alone in Sandringham, she faced an agonizing choice: protect family unity or expose a truth that could fracture it. Her hands trembled, torn between duty as a princess and her role as a protector of Diana's legacy. By sunrise, whispers of Anne's discovery rippled through the palace. A housekeeper noted her red-rimmed eyes. A bodyguard reported her pacing with clenched fists. The command center buzzed with quiet alarm, triggered by irregular activity in Anne's wing footsteps, a drawer's click. Courtiers exchanged urgent messages, some urging patience, others fearing Anne might go public. "If Anne has evidence, she won't back down," one aide muttered, aware of her fierce commitment to truth. The panic reached Camilla's team, with one aide whispering, "If Anne goes to the press, it's over." Charles, summoned to Anne's quarters, sank into a chair as he read the letters, his face paling. "I thought she was protecting me," he said, voice hollow. Anne's reply was steady. "She was guiding you toward control, not healing." The confrontation left Charles shaken, torn between loyalty to Camilla and the truth about Diana's erasure. The tension culminated in a private Windsor meeting between Anne and Camilla, no aides present. Anne laid the letters on a table, her voice calm but cutting. "You shaped Charles to fit you, but erased Diana in the process." Camilla, eyes guarded, defended herself. "I helped him survive her memory." Anne's stare was unrelenting. "You isolated her, manipulated him when he was vulnerable. That's not love, it's control." Camilla's composure cracked, tears falling. But Anne stood firm. "I won't protect this." She walked away, leaving the letters behind, a silent vow to honor truth over family harmony. Within hours, leaks hit the press headlines screaming, "Anne uncovers Camilla's plot against Diana, igniting a firestorm." On X, number Camilla exposed hit 7 million views, with posts like, "Anne standing up for Diana," amplifying public outrage. The scandal exploded, reigniting debates about Camilla's legitimacy as queen consort. News channels ran 24/7 coverage, with analysts dissecting her strategic cruelty. Public sympathy surged for Anne, hailed as the monarchy's truth-bearer, with her approval soaring to 82% in a YouGov poll July 2025. Camilla's team scrambled, but her single public appearance, eyes hidden behind dark glasses, failed to quell the storm. Charles, visibly weary, avoided comment, his trembling hand at a public event betraying his turmoil. The palace's website quietly minimized Camilla's profile, signaling her precarious position. Commonwealth nations, from Australia to Canada, demanded clarity, with editorials questioning her influence. Anne, meanwhile, continued her charity work, her quiet resolve, contrasting with the chaos, positioning her as the monarchy's new pillar. Princess Anne's shattering discovery of Camilla's letters, revealing decades of manipulation over Charles, has plunged the monarchy into crisis and heartbreak. Her unyielding loyalty, tested by betrayal, drove her to confront Camilla, exposing a calculated campaign to sideline Diana's legacy. With 9 million X engagements and an 82% approval surge for Anne, the public rallies behind her as a protector of truth. While Camilla's position teeters, her influence tainted. Charles, caught between love and legacy, faces a fractured family as the palace's silence signals a strategic retreat. Anne's stand, fueled by grief and duty, marks a turning point, proving that some truths, once unearthed, can reshape history. As the monarchy navigates this storm, Anne's resolve ensures Diana's memory endures, but the cost may be a royal family forever changed.